downturn.
I just wanted to let you know that I miss you.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Curious to know if you see something a little different about me, something you haven't seen on me in a while. I don't know, might be long, clear, square shaped, attached to my phalanges. Anyways, today we are doing a Gyaru transformation video, so we're getting into it. On Instagram, if you follow me there, which if you don't, you should, we're kind of like having a fun time over there. I posted a carousel and a reel of me doing a Gyaru look, Gyaru fit check, Gyaru make, all of that, and it was received very well. Also, I posted it to Reddit, and please, I'm not a Redditor. I posted it to the actual Gyaru Reddit, and it actually also got a lot of positive feedback as well. So it really is encouraging me to just go full force with Gyaru for real, because as you can see, I have the pieces. Alberosa. You don't even need Gyaru brands to be Gyaru. But I already consumed some of the content, the fashion, the whatever. It's time for me to fully embrace it. So that's what we're doing today, and I'm starting off with the nails. I figured I would do a process for my nails and how I do them for this video. So I use the apres tips. I just attach the tips on. These two fingers are a little wonky because my nail beds are slightly angled, and I'm still trying to get used to that. I haven't done my own nails in like 6 months, so we're gonna have to do some reacclimation. But I did my normal prep and I attached them with the Feel So Good base gel from Diami. This is my go. Right now I'm just filing off some extra gel that might have like filled the cuticle, so I'm just doing that right now real quick. I will check in intermittently, just be chatty, I don't know, get wild, be sexy. Right now I have on a Sabrina video because of course. But yeah, I just have my drill. I got this from Zillaboo. I have a Candy Plus drill bit in there, and I'm just filing off any excess gel. I'm trying to be careful because I haven't done this on myself, like I said, in 6 months. So I did drill a little bit into my skin on my other hand. So I'm just trying to be gentle and not do too fucking much. I probably should use a different bit because this one is like a point. That's all filed off, and now I'm going to buff my nails with a buffer, 100 and 180 grit on each side. This part is always so satisfying because it's like, it gives the illusion of like nails being done because it's not like you can't see your nail bed. I don't know, something about it, just something about it. We're done buffing now, so I'm going to file the top with fuzzy top because they have little plastic nubs on them. All buffed and filed. Perfect. I'm honestly hot, so I'm going to take this off, and I don't want to put the air conditioner on because it's super loud. So just remember, I am wearing a shirt. It's a tiny ass shirt, but I'm wearing a top. So don't be alarmed. I guess now what I'm going to do is just start with the color. I'm going to start with this white that I really have not used. It's from Leaf Gel. But I am going to do a white base for all of them. Basically, I'm kind of doing like the type of nails I've already done already. I did this last year for TXT Houston. I'm doing like an ombre-ish type of nail. I'm not really going to do any nail art. I brought up this pink just in case I want to do some hibiscus, but I don't think I'm going to. Before I go in with the color, actually, I'm gonna try to seal the cuticle. I tried it on Eden once and it helped her nails stay on a little bit longer. Like, I don't know. The retention was a lot better when I did that on her. So I'm gonna try it on myself. But I'm just taking a little brush, and I don't know if it's gonna focus, but I'm just gonna... Woo! That burns! Basically, it's like wiping that along my cuticle. And I'm just doing this for each nail, just going around the cuticle with this. So now I actually go in with the white polish. Look how opaque that is. This white is so nice. I don't know why I don't use this more. I think maybe the thickness throws me off sometimes. See, that was so easy, just one coat. I use these little Q-tippy thingies to clean up any like excess that gets in my cuticle. Okay, now I'm doing the gradation for the nails, and how I do this is I paint like a thin layer of like whatever color. So I'm using this light blue from Leaf Gel as well. And I've already started this one, so there's like a, I don't know if you can like really see that for real, but there's just like, I did a thin layer and then I just all over that thin layer. And so I'm doing that. I'm just doing that for the rest of each of the nails. And then I go in with the next color. I'm just going to keep layering this blue until I like the way that the ombre looks. So yeah. So I am almost done with the nails, really. The main thing after I do this little silver stripy dot whatever on this hand is putting on the charms, and that's pretty straightforward. What I do for the charms is I use just, you can use any clear gel really. I use this one because it's thick. This is top coat, but it's also like an overlay gel. I'm not doing any 3D art. I'm mostly focusing on the charms and the fact that this is ombre. So it's honestly a very simple set to do. You don't have to have like crazy nail tech skills to do this, like at all. Like, it's very simple. Very happy with the ombre. I think that's probably one of the best ombres I've done to date. There's really not much left to do, so I'm just gonna speed through this real quick and I'm gonna go to bed. Good afternoon. I finished this hand last night, and so I'm just doing this hand, just the charms, and I'm gonna top coat. I'll be done. But I just wanted to check in because I did not show you all the nails before I went to go to bed last night, because I was literally, my head was nodding as I was like top coating and like putting the rest of the charms on for my left hand. This is what we're looking like so far. I don't know how I feel about some of the fingers on this hand. Mainly this one. I don't know how I feel about this one. It's mainly the beaded charm, but I really like the way this one is turning out so far. I also really like this nail. I did like the rhinestone chain around the charm, and I think it looks really cool. Yeah. So. Guys, I'm so happy with the way my nails came out. I think I like this hand better. So it's so funny because it usually ends up that like the hand that I do with my non-dominant hand I like better, not because of the application, because if you can see, like, I think on this finger I did get some, which finger is it? This finger did have some white gel residue that did get cooked onto my finger. I don't know, I like the way that I arrange the charms better on this hand. Interesting how that tends to be the case with me. My right hand ends up looking better than my left hand. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how they turned out. Two more steps. Makeup, then outfit. So yeah, let's get into it. The last time I did a Gyaru make and people were really fucking with it on Reddit, I actually mainly took inspiration from Momoa. I really enjoyed the way that she does her droop and the highlight underneath it, and also how like black and smoky the eyeliner is. So even though she has some very questionable hair decisions at times, as reparations, I'm just going to copy her. I make swag word for word, pretty much. I have some scans from a 2019 issue of Egg magazine and some other ones that I downloaded. If y'all need scans of Gyaru magazines, a lot of them I've heard are on Facebook, but I got mine from the Internet Archive. So if you have access to the Internet Archive, internetarchive.org, I'll put some links in the description. That's where I got all my swag from. You literally just look up Gyaru magazine scans and you'll find shit. It's not that hard. Some models that I'm taking inspo from the 2019 issue, for example, are Kiripu, Momoa, and Nagi, I believe her name is. I'm gonna put the inspo pics up here. These are scans from the June 2019 issue of Egg. Like a bikini, like summer issue, but they also have makeup tutorials in that one specifically, because some they like show like close-ups of makeup, but they don't have like the written tutorials in there. They have tutorials in that one, so I can highly recommend that because they have different styles of the Gyaru make in there too. There's some softer styles and some more like bolder styles. So for those who are interested and have not tried before, or those who just are curious, put it down below. I did my skincare already. Sorry, I'm gesticulating so much with my hands. When I have nails on, this is the type of person I become. That's just, you're just gonna have to accept me for me. But I go in with some sunscreen first. This is the Mixsoon Centella sun cream. And this one does not leave any white cast. Like this, I love this sunscreen so bad for my face. I love it so much. After that, I use this LA Girl Pro Prep Primer. It's a mattifying, like smoothing face primer. So I use this underneath the foundation I'm about to show you because I think it's better formulated for that than like my Tear. Next, we're gonna use my LA Girl foundation. This is the matte foundation they have, and it's in warm sienna if you're curious. But I'm just gonna first prep my beauty blender because I use this for my foundation. I just put that shit right on my face and I just pump and spread. My beauty blender is all moist, so I'm just gonna tap that across my face. Next, I'm gonna use my Ruby Kisses contour palette. Look at that. I am really tempted to just go in with my finger so I can get the just like straight nose. So I think I'm gonna just do that. Start it off like that. And I'm just like taking that all over my eye. I normally do this because around my eyes are already kind of like a little bit darker. So I'm just doing this around my eyes. I'm taking some of the lightest highlighting shade concealer and just going around with my finger. And I know this looks crazy, but sometimes the make is like, you gotta just trust the process. You gotta trust the process. I'm gonna take this face brush and I'm going to go in with the darkest shade and start carving out where I'm gonna put the contour. I also really like to use these because they have like the brush in them, and these are really helpful for being a little bit more precise. I'm gonna use it like up here, like under my cheekbone, but I'm not gonna drag it out like super big. And then I'm just gonna contour my forehead a little bit too. Brush this out a little bit. Since I don't have like a set routine baked in for my gown make yet, I'm not like super comfortable in it. There's gonna be like a lot of back and forth in the application. But one thing I do like that I did use the last time is this Morphe concealer. And this is literally just a white concealer. And it looks scary at first, but it blends out super nicely and is very creamy. And I just also just take this down the nose a little bit. A little on the chin, a little here. And then I like to do this in the corner too. And I'm really just setting the base for my eye makeup, like early on. So I do less work with the eyeshadow. I'm gonna take my smaller beauty blender, spray that with water, and start to blend. Blending this over my lips as well because it's such a really good base for the lip color. I didn't do this last time, but I'm looking at the tutorials and I know they be like doing concealer lips before they do the lip color. So I'm just doing that now. That's what the nose looking like right now. Pretty pleased. But I'm going to go on top of that with, so it doesn't look ashy, I'm going to use this on top. Just make sure it adds a little bit of saturation back into the highlighted parts. And again, just going back and forth, making sure that nose contour is on point. And then I'm just gonna blend the contour just a tad, so the lines are just a tad less harsh, but not all the way out. See? I'm really happy with this contour now. Yay. Yay! So now I'm gonna do the blush, and first I'm going in with the one in this palette. So I'm just taking my beauty blender and just dotting it right in the center. I'm looking at blush placement, and I really like this sort of slightly just like right here, just from the eye, and go just like a little diagonally, just like right here. I really love this Can Make blush, which is also a cream blush, and I'm using my beauty blender yet again, and I'm going on top of that, and see, it's like a little bit more pigmented. I really like this one. That's like pretty much all the cream products that I'm using. I set with all my cream products beforehand. I use a shit ton of setting spray because I'm extra and paranoid, so I like to make sure that shit is on. Now I'm going to powder, and I don't do this in a bake, I guess, kind of way. I just open this bitch up. This is from One Size. It's my go. The setting spray is also from One Size, my go. I just take a powder brush, and I just get all over the brush, get it all over my hands, and I just go in. And see how that just mattifies everything? Like, it's really my go. All powdered up. Then I go in with my third blush, which is an e.l.f. blush, actually. This is like the only powdered blush I have. I want to get more, but also like I don't feel like spending money on makeup at the moment, so. And I just use these two on the bottom. Just go on top of that. I like the lighter one too because it has a little bit of shimmer. I'm gonna blend that out just a little bit. I'm gonna use this eye primer. I'm just going to do this real quick and spread that out. We are using the Flower Nose Little Angel palette in number 2, Weeping Angel, and I'm taking this lightest color that's not a shimmer and putting that pretty much all over my lid and most of this inner corner. Then I'm taking this color, the second the darkest color, and I'm just going close to my lash line on the top lid to start to smoke it out. I'm taking it slightly down as well, and then in that crease, create a little bit more dimension, sort of like that. I'm gonna take some of this lighter color and just like keep this corner the brightest out of the rest. Then I'm gonna take this darkest color, and I take it usually on the darkest colors, but I take it on like the smallest part of this brush. These are my go-to shape for eyeshadow brushes. This one is just from Wet n Wild. I've had this since middle school. And this is just gonna go sort of like this. I'm like echoing where the eyeliner is going to go later, basically. And then even after I do the eyeliner, I will bring this palette back out to smoke it out, smoke my eye out even more, basically. And again on this side, lots of blending. Then I'm going to do a little different. I'm gonna take the gold, which I've barely touched, as you can see, and just right on the main part of the lid, just like that. And that looks really nice. I'm gonna put this down for now, but we're going to start working on the droop, and I'm really hoping that doing this on camera is not gonna fuck me up a little. But I am going to take my Make eyeliner, and I don't know how to show y'all this without also I don't know, fucking up my flow, but I am gonna try my best. So I am going to start from the bottom actually and map out where I want the droop to be, sort of like that, and then I just start connecting, like, you know, just
Mr. Unlimited.
I start to draw the line up here. And I'm gonna show you one eye so I can actually lock in for the other eye. But this is basically the shape I like to go for, downturned. And this is what I like to go for. And then just connecting it to the rest of the eye. That's kind of like the basic shape for the eye. I personally don't draw the under eye eyelashes. I put them on because I feel like for me it looks better. I'm going to do the other eye really quickly, and then I'm going to show you how I like sort of smoke out this a little bit. Okay, so here are the droops. I ended up making this one bigger because when I drew this one on, it ended up looking bigger and they were looking a lot more like distant cousins, and they still don't look completely even. As you can see, this one like goes down a little bit more, but it's kind of not gonna matter because the lashes elevate the whole look to a degree it can't be without them. So next, I'm gonna go back in with this eyeshadow. What I did do the last time and I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these darker shadows, and I'm just going to take that around the droop and kind of fill it in just a little bit. I feel like it's ended up a little bit softer than it did the last time, so I might go back in with some more eyeliner. It's getting real hot in here. It's getting real hot in here. This is from Florte. It's an eyeliner pen, and it's what I like about it is super thin, but I really don't use it for eyeliner. I use it for my aegyo, and it's proved to be very helpful for doing the aegyo for the Gyaru droop. So what I do is I go, see where this like sort of first crease is on the bottom? I go below that, and I take it like that. And I take it like that. Yeah, I do it like that. And I might just like try to follow the curvature of the eyeliner a little bit more, so I might go like that instead. And that's sort of like the type of way I take the bottom for the aegyo. And that's fire. And that to me is fire. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Then I'm gonna do that on the other side. So yes, again, you're gonna see this and go underneath just a little bit. Then I take the opposite side, and which is a brush, and I just soften that line a little bit. And it's just gonna blend, blend, blend. This is a grwm aegyo stick, and I'm gonna use this to do the inside of it. So I'm just taking it right above where I just demarcated the shadow for the aegyo. And I like going over that first line a little bit because it like makes it look more like a semi-realistic shadow. Then I also like to use this one from Florte, and this has a glitter stick at the end, so I am going to use that like underneath here as well. So now I'm taking the gold again, just on this brush. I actually used this to do my eyeshadow primer, and I'm gonna take it here in this corner, kind of copying Kirip a little bit. Now I'm gonna go back in with my eyeliner and make some corrections. Before I do the lashes, I'm gonna do my eyebrows, which is really simple. I shave my eyebrows thin, so I'm not gonna do too much with them, but I use this Florte eyebrow mascara, and I just use this to lighten up my brows, and I comb through them again in that sort of straight fashion. And then I have a eyebrow pencil from Lily by Red, and I take this and just extend them just a little bit. Eyebrows all done, so next we're going to do the lashes, which are so, in my opinion, so important. I got these from Amazon. They are very longer and wispy on the end, so I think it works with the downwardness of the droop. These for the top lashes, and I use these ones, I forget the brand, but I got them at Tesso. These more natural looking ones for the bottom ones. Might even bring in my like lash clusters, but we'll see. We'll see. This is the lash glue from Diop. I really like this one. It's the EX lash fixer. I initially got it at Tesso, but it's also on Amazon. I am going to apply some mascara to blend that I currently have on my eyes. And also it makes it easier for these types of lash clusters to grip onto my eyelashes. This is a Can Make Metallic mascara. I love this mascara so bad. I use it top and bottom lashes, but it's really good because the applicator is so small. You can use it very easily for bottom lashes, but I use it for both because it's so good. It's so good. I have these clusters from Florte that I really love, and I'm going to put these in the inner corner. I'm gonna go in with a bit of highlighter. And I use mostly this one, Galactic. Final thing really is the lip color, and I'm using one thing, and it's this Super Beauty lipstick, heart-shaped lipstick from Florte. I believe it's N06, but I can't be sure of that. I can't be sure of that. Is it done? I think it's done, y'all. Oh my lord, oh my Lanta. My lipstick is done. I'm gonna try this Ink Airy Velvet from Peri Para and just really blend that out. I'm gonna use this Juicy Lasting Tint from Romand and just dot it and blend it out. Do the final spray, and then we're gonna get into the outfit. I think it came out so cute. I'm so happy. I feel like I was able to like replicate it pretty okay. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this actually. And I already have the outfit pretty much picked out. So we're going to do a final reveal in 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, this is the final look. I'll show you the full outfit in a second. Glasses are from Alberosa. I got them on Mercari Japan. These hoops are from the beauty supply store. I think they were like $3. This cross choker is from NYC. This top is from Alberosa. I also got it on Mercari Japan. Belt, Mercari Japan, Alberosa. Belt number 2, Amazon. Jeans, my sister got them on Depop, Baby Fat. And these are shoes from Loft. They're like mule style sandal heels. I don't know what the word for them is called, but I got them at the thrift. Here are the nails with everything. I think it came out so good, and I feel really good in this cord. I really am so happy with the way everything turned out. The make, the nails, the fit, whole cord. I am so glad I also have these heels now because they feel like they go perfectly with the fit, and I feel like my nails match my top very well, like the actual shade of this blue. I don't know, maybe I'm bugging, but I really love the way this transformation turned out. I would love to know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I am so glad. I'm nervous to post this, but I'm also very glad to be back at the same time. It's been very overdue. I've been itching to post a video to YouTube again. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me. Thank you for watching this video to the very end. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. XOXO Naz. Bye!